The South China Sea sits at a global crossroads, a dense network of shipping lanes bordered by Vietnam to the west and the Philippines to the east. Beijing asserts a claim over the entire waterway. It is a sweeping demand that lacks any recognized geographic or historical precedent. To manufacture facts on the ground, China spent 3 decades building artificial islands to house military assets. These dredging ships are the primary tool, grinding seafloor material to create new land. This week, they began work on a massive new base. This decision requires ignoring 30 years of engineering data. China is pouring billions into a construction method they have already proven does not work. Built from a slurry of crushed coral and loose sand, it creates a fast footprint, but the resulting mound is a shifting, uncompacted pile. The engineering problem is immediate. Sand lacks the structural stability to support the massive concrete weight of a modern military outpost. Within 12 to 48 months, the settling begins. 5 years in, the damage is irreversible. Runways buckle and warp, making it impossible for heavy aircraft to land without catching on the fractured pavement. These failures were so predictable that China stopped the entire program 7 years ago. The sudden return to the project suggests a significant shift in how decisions are being made at the top. 7 years ago, the Chinese government still relied on a layer of practical military advisors who operated on observable data. Those advisors delivered a consistent warning. The sand bases were a financial drain and a physics-based impossibility. They cautioned that international experts were watching these runways crumble in real time, effectively mocking the project's strategic value. At that time, the program stopped. But in the years since, President Xi Jinping has systematically removed the voices capable of delivering those warnings. The advisors who prioritized engineering over ideology were let go. This left a leadership circle composed of individuals whose primary job is to mirror the president's own rhetoric back to him. With those experts gone, the link between scientific reality and national policy has been severed. Today, the Chinese government operates within a closed loop. They are making strategic choices based on internal propaganda rather than external feedback. This environment has birthed a hypothesis that ignores every lesson learned during the previous building phase. The new internal logic assumes that if a small sand island cracked and sank, the solution is to simply build a bigger one. Physics dictates the opposite. Increasing the scale increases the downward pressure on that same unstable foundation, guaranteeing a more violent collapse. An authoritarian state can command its citizens and dictate policy, but it simply cannot command the shifting sediment. The choice to build bigger bases ensures that the eventual failure will be larger and more expensive than anything that came before. An overhead view shows just how little margin for error exists. The runway dominates the landmass, embracing a massive operational vulnerability. Notice where pavement meets water. With no stable buffer zone, forward-deployed hardware relies on a disintegrating foundation. Any military force is only as effective as its staging grounds. A base that requires constant emergency reconstruction just to remain level is an asset that consumes more resources than it projects. These outposts look imposing on a satellite map, but their operational reality is one of ongoing structural decay. China is tethering its regional naval strategy to a series of sinking platforms. The crumbling hangars are a physical manifestation of a leadership that has lost its ability to self-correct. When dissent is treated as disloyalty, bad engineering becomes national policy. Purging the experts may have streamlined the decision-making process, but it did nothing to change the properties of sand and coral. While the construction looks like an escalation, it serves as a self-inflicted strategic failure. This is a rare moment in geopolitics, where the best response for observers is to simply sit back and watch the physics unfold.